Oh damn.
I saw it on my first watch.
So I think the biggest one is like 27 seconds in, so you just die. Like everyone pause on 27.
1 sec.
Yep. And he just runs down and starts naring, right?
Yeah, like you just start like this is pretty key. It's just like I guess I'm gonna double jump back nair.
Yeah. It's like
Maybe
you have all the
another-
advantage.
Maybe
there.
do another nair.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
you like
once-
one full drift in drill when like he's not even dashing. It's like drill's pretty bad. Like it's gonna lose to everything.
it just beats like dash forward, which
dash
Soccer's done
back.
none of.
A lot of the time.
Yeah, it beats dash back if you really shoot it into the corner, but
Yeah.
I prefer to beat dash back with nair because if he dashes back into the corner, I want to knock him off stage.
Really? I prefer drill to cover dash back. That might be just be preference though.
But if he's in the corner, like when Nick dashes back, he's usually dashing like right back into the corner, and at that point, like I want to hit him with the nair to put him off stage. But yeah, maybe drill is. I don't know.
I think
I
that's
feel like
one
I don't do that
situation where nair is good.
Yeah, if you predict them to be like to have run out of, if you call them running out of space,
But what if they run under you? That's terrifying. They
that's
can't really
the
run under
that's the
drill.
spud. Yeah, that's pretty.
That's what
spooky.
Spud does. That's why I've started drilling.
But if
Like,
they
if he just runs under
if
me,
you're
I'm like,
popping an overshot drill though, it's going to be like one touch of drill that hits them while you're on the way up. Maybe it like scuffs their movement, but you're still going to be in like a terrible spot.
not
You're
really.
still going to land behind. Like if you faded the drill to catch them all the way in the corner and they run forward instead,
No, because it stops
like-
them like
Guys.
Sorry.
We're
Yeah,
so
go
far.
we can.
We're not at the point where we're doing overshoots in the corner.
Yeah,
Sorry,
we can.
sorry,
we can
sorry.
talk
I'm
about
sorry
that
to say it, but
I actually want to lab that out because I feel like it's the losers
Guys.
dashboard.
I don't say
Oh,
guys. I
Smile.
stopped.
Yeah, we've stopped.
Hello.
No, he's
This
still
is-
good. Anyway, back to that.
This is okay. Back to this situation that I wanted to bring up before. 128. I do this to Deca so much. This is a situation Marth really kind of suffers in.
128.
Nick sometimes gets hit by this as well. My Tomahawk game has changed the matchup for me a lot. Just if you get a jump off successfully versus Marth, he has to be scared. Like
Yeah, if you land next to Marth, like even behind his shield,
he
it's-
has to shield.
You're in
they
old
always
fuck
do as well.
territory. Yeah.
So this situation here, it's like a full hop, and then you land right next to him. That's like you should be looking for those tomahawks.
You've won. Like at that point,
Yeah,
you've
you've
won
already
that
destroyed
situation.
him.
it does feel like you're not looking for grabs in general, and like grabs are big money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you
Anyway,
grab
this
enough
is-
in neutral, just in general. At least not productively.
Right.
And when you start like the thing about doing attacks like doing Nair is it forces him to shield some more of the time, which means you can grab him more of the time. So it's like you're not getting the reward for how risky you're being with all of these aerials, because a big payoff for being risky with aerials is hopefully forcing them to shield more often.
Yeah, that's a good call actually.
I feel like you
Were you
started
achieved?
full hopping because you'd seen it before, but then when you got the best situation from an empty full hop, you don't really know what you were doing with it, and so like you kind of just didn't do anything with it. What do you think happens? What can Marth do to you once you full hopped behind his shield?
While he's shielding.
Yes.
To be fair, he's already committed to this full hop like in a situation where it's completely different. Marth
But
is like
say-
coming off the ledge or something.
No, like so he's in shield. Like Marth is already on shield here, and you full hop behind his shield and you land. What's your plan?
Back air shine or down air shine or something?
No, but you've landed like after the
Oh.
full.
I don't know. Maybe like grab or something.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah. So grab's definitely really good. Yeah, so like the thing, like obviously grab's like one of the best things you can do against Marth. So like once you get the grab on him, like off this tomahawk, it's just like you're golden, and then he has to play this mix up where it's just like, all right, well now he has to kind of respect that I'm gonna go for these grabs, and then he can try and like move out of shield,
Right.
etc.
Also, what I was gonna say earlier, like, actually, I think I already did say this. Just, analyzing a situation, being able to tell what they're going to do at the time,
Yeah, that comes with
That's
game
fine.
knowledge. Do you know what I mean?
like
like
being
it doesn't
aware
really-
of the situation.
I think creating rules and then like once you've outgrown those rules, you'll know. Like if you play a game versus Marth and you're like, all right, I'm never going to jump before he does here. You're going to feel the limitations of what you're doing there, and that's going to give you ideas.
Okay.
You're going to be like, oh, in this situation, I really would have liked to have been able to jump first. And
Yeah.
it's like those jumps that you're thinking of, those will be the good ones because those will be the ones where you're like, I want to and I can't because I'm using this rule.
Right.
And then you'll understand when it is actually good to jump first instead of just doing it every time and having it be good like 1 in 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's how you force mix-ups instead of just like doing the same thing over and over. Doing it like 1 in 20 times becomes godlike.
Gotcha.
That's why like silly shit works a lot of the time because it's just like, why would anyone do this at this level of play?
I want to talk about like broadly what you were thinking when you have like a Marth at 0 and like you're invincible and you're deciding to nair at him because like you obviously respawn, you have a moment to think on the platform, and you basically run down and nair. And this happens like a few times over the 5 games. Like you know that you can get a bigger punish off of grab, right? Like you did it the very first stock of the game, and you got a whole stock of 1 punish.
Yeah.
You really need to like be more mindful, I think, of not just like, oh, he's over there, I gotta hit him with anything, but like how are you getting your punishes, and that'll like inform how you play neutral in like a threatening way.
Okay.
Having a plan for the character's percentages, like a really good example is like versus Jigglypuff, right? With Fox, there's kind of 2 parts of the game. There's like the part where Jigglypuff is in kill percentage and the part where Jigglypuff is out of kill percentage. So it's like once she's over like 56 on every stage, suddenly lasers become absolutely terrible to hit her with, and you're just mixing up between like maybe full hop nair, but like jab, grab, and like weak nair that's going to lead to an up smash. So you're mixing her up in only things that's going to kill confirm. Up to that point, like not taking damage and lasering her and like putting damage on her is ideal because you can never really kill her early. But it's the same with Marth. It's like early on, what's going to net you the most? At like 88 on this stage versus Nick, I want to grab because I know that if he DIs, I can get the 1-shot up air on him, and that's going to kill him. So it's like you have to be looking for a kill. Like it's like a roadmap of what's going to get you to a kill fastest.
You've got to be goal oriented.
Yeah, exactly.
And like that can make you predictable, but that's how you can like come up with the mix-ups that you need. And like, so I play against Musket a lot, and he's extremely goal oriented, and you kind of always know what he wants in a lot of senses. But the fact that he's always going for the most threatening things means that I always have to be prepared for a certain thing, and it makes it really easy for him to throw a mix-up that isn't that and beat me because I'm like, oh, I'm at 80%. Don't get grabbed.
Yeah.
And so I'll shield more. Well, I'll shield less. Or like I'll dash dance more, for instance, backwards.
Yeah, and then if he was sick, he would just like run into the corner and rip you off the top with an up smash.
Yeah, or just like I guess that you have to kind of become familiar with the ways people are going to play around your strongest options. And like I guess the fact that you got like when you very first like minute of the game off the rip got like a nair into grab, like Sock wasn't prepared for that because he was like, oh, what am I afraid of at 0? And it wasn't just like nair grab. So that was fine, like it's a mix up every now and then. But like as the set progresses and you only go for like nairs and like dash attacks into the corner.
Just in general, like when you play this game, be thinking of like what is like the shortest path to a kill, and then if you can think of 3 things from there that like maybe one's grab and maybe one's like an option that's going to beat if they try to avoid a grab, that pretty much has you set. Like even if you're playing a 50-50 in every scenario, even if it's like, well, if I run in and I jab, that beats dash back, let's say, and then you can jab up smash. And if I run in and they shield, then and I grab, then I get the kill as well from up throw up air. Like if you play a 50-50 for their life in that situation and you just do that every time, like you'll like that, you're instantly better than like 95% of the players in every region.
Right.
I
I
think
think it really comes down to like, again, like having a really good base game plan. Like just really understanding like just how your character interacts with the other character, which is pretty much just neutral and combo game. It's everything.
it's like what creates like the biggest value, right?
Exactly. And then once you get a firm grasp of that, because obviously what these guys have been talking about, which is what is gonna get me to the kill first. Like, what's the most goal? What's my goal here? Like to kill him right now. What do I have to do to get him closer to this kill as soon as possible? What do I have to do?
Sometimes the goal's just like, especially versus Marth, is like getting back to center without being dead.
Yeah,
But that's a whole nother story.
yeah.
Like-
But the thing is, before you even play those goals, you really, really, really need to have some fundamentals on just the first part, on how to kill this character, on how to not get CC grabbed, on how to play it, because you're not playing yet. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Like
very,
what
very apparent you're not playing melee yet, because you
what
just don't
creates
know.
big openings is the first thing to be thinking about.
Yeah, and once you know how to play melee and how to actually make the other person at least worry, because once I start like CC grabbing just like the same nairs over and over and over, like I'm not playing anymore. Like you're just doing it for me. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like once you start like enforcing like at least fear of like, oh my god, so when I'm at like 80, like fuck, I don't want to get off smashed. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I don't want to get off smashed. Okay, so like now I have to be scared. But what if he grabs? Like once you have those fundamental mix-ups down, it's going to be a lot more apparent like what we're talking about and like how to interpret that into your game. But for now, it's just like, damn, I really want to fucking hit him. I hope this nair hits. But you're not really thinking about anything after that. You just want the nair to hit.
It's hard though, because like that's what melee appears to be a lot of the time.
Yeah, it is. It
Yeah,
is.
I
And
suck at
you
thinking.
you can't really think about this stuff as you play. Like this is stuff that like you
Oh, for
can,
sure.
but it's like I have bad habits that I'm aware of that I still do, and I think we all do. Like that jumping away from the jab, Josh.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
everyone does that one, and
Yeah.
everyone know like the three of us all know it's bad, but it's like time spent away from melee thinking about how you're going to get these kills and like how you're going to avoid these situations. It's kind of like with gym, like the time you spend in bed resting is when your muscles grow. Like playing is just to test your ideas, and then spending time thinking about the game when you're away from the game is where you're actually going to like bring probably
true.
new ideas.
It's true.
Because like if I rock up on the day and someone just has me figured out, man, there's like realistically zero chance there's a very low chance I beat them.
If he's hitting you with new shit, that is. Like, if you've seen, like, the counter your star before and you've already thought about it, then it's a lot more realistic. But if this guy's hitting you with shit you've never seen before, like, there's a fucking fat
I don't know,
chance
maybe
you're
even if just their gameplay is like more. Like if I'm running around in a Fox Ditto with you, Josh, and you're well, like one of us is just bombing theirs and the other guy's like dash dancing and JC shining, it's like there it is.
Yeah, it's just like, fuck, it's over. It's like the other
Yeah.
guy just isn't playing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway, I want to talk about like. So when I think about, you mentioned like 95% of players you'll beat if you're just like aware of your goals in the game and the path to the win.
And like the
And
fastest
like when I think about that, I just think about Deca, and Deca's a guy who like doesn't have any kind of fancy stuff or whatever, but
yeah, his edge
just
guys
always
just like
knows-
take the way to the win.
he knows where the win comes from, and he just
Yeah, he does.
fishes for that blatantly.
It's a good
And like at a very high level, or at a high for Australia level, I guess, he gets punished for it a lot because like it's obvious.
Yeah.
But like it seems like when you come down from invincibility, or when you like, there are a variety of situations where you've had time to think about it in game, but you still don't do things that are like going to lead to a win.
Mhm.
And they're like specifically like the one Josh mentioned where you came down off the cloud and started nairing Marth at 0. Like there are a few different instances of that happen. Also, I want to talk about your surviving of the Marth's invincibility. That was one of my things on the list. Very often you kind of like go to a platform, which is like a good idea, but you don't really understand like why it's hard for Marth to hit that, and you don't really abuse like shield on platform or like shielding on top platform or like ledge, refreshing or anything. You just
I
kind of
don't like ledge
basically end up
refreshing
in the
versus
center.
Marth, but yeah.
There doesn't seem to be like an understanding of where the Marth is going to get its hits on you.
Mhm.
And a lot of the time, stock will just come down with a forward air and it'll hit you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Forcing him to it's another situation like this whole matchup, kind of the person who's above the other person is losing. So forcing him to jump to try to attack your shield or to try to get up to you while he's invulnerable and you're not. That's a good way to like create an opening to run under him and then regain center to try to start the next stock with an advantage.
Okay.
It's also if that misses, because he's got to fucking land and then he's got to chase after you. It's just like
Yeah.
he's got one chance. And if he misses that one chance, by like poking at a light shield or something, it's just like it's over.
Alright.
So what are your
got the video.
takeaways from this?
There we go. Well, that's a bad link, but it works.
That was sick. Here we go.
Finally.
Your name's Brody.
It is.
Nuts.
So if we plug this into my circle, or are we just is my circle doomed at this point?
No, my
No,
circle's
it works
fine.
in my circle.
Have you got a
Okay,
My Circle link?
Let's get a link for that.
I don't know.
You should host a My Circle, Nick. Because
It
only
hasn't
the
quite gone to like HD quality, but that's because it only just got uploaded.
This is reminding me about a bunch of stuff though, Josh. This is really good because like I've been bombing Nez myself recently. Like I get on
yeah,
net play and
the
I just
NES
do
have
dumb
just been
shit.
getting thrown out recently.
Yeah. I'm like, damn, maybe I should get a little grounded.
I like that.
Maybe the keys to fix what's been going wrong for me are all in front of us.
All right, I'm just gonna pick a match from the middle of this whole session, and we'll go through it. Is that like a Battlefield one? I feel like
Yeah, I
there
think
is.
that's one.
I remember this match. This is the match that has
Yeah,
bangers
you
in
choked
it.
that sock. You could have swagged so hard.
Yeah, actually. What, the back air to anything?
Yeah.
Anyway, we've
Oh,
got
the
bangers in
darts
the
playing.
mod.
Let's go.
I'm loading on NPN.
Me? I'm
Me?
learning.
I just don't.
All right.
Wait, what are we doing?
Can everyone see what's going on here?
No,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
fucking
hearing what's
loading
going
like a
on here.
peasant. Okay,
Maybe
wait.
click. Yeah, okay.
Yes, I'm back in. I gotta mute this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I muted it.
it's pretty edgy.
Okay, sick. Okay.
That was a good lash up till.
Oh, this is a really good situation to talk about here. It's like,
It's
what do
already
you
on
do when you
pause.
get Marth on the ledge?
Yeah, I
Are you at
killed it.
153?
Sorry, I'm at 153.
Donnie?
Sorry, Miles.
What? Yo, I'm letting you
Alright.
guys control the video. I'm
I'm
not
controlling it. I got it.
Yeah,
I'm on
I'm
it.
scared. All right, let's just
All right.
rewatch this game from the start.
We're watching the game.
Okay, we're in. Okay, I like it. He gets down safely from having the bad pull, like from taking a full hop route. Okay. Those get up
Yeah,
in
like-
place situations, you're better off just spamming a shine.
That nair was a grab. You
No,
know what
I
mean?
like the nair that he hit him with. He hit him out of the air, and he got like a confirm off of it.
I would have dash dance grabbed it personally.
Yeah, we know, Joshy.
Yeah, okay.
No, I think that's like one situation where the Fox nair is like very defensible. It's like hitting Marth out of his like.
Can we see it
short
again?
hop. Yes.
Shut up, Nick. Yeah, he definitely
Okay,
didn't
well,
hit
he
that
landed.
nair.
Definitely
You're
landed.
right. You're right.
Yeah, I was like, there is no way I would have nared that.
Dekar shield's there, by the way, so just
No,
charge the
spot
grab.
holds down there, tip is you.
Says here.
Yeah,
Wipes
like once
his
they
nose.
land, just go for a grab. Like if you
Yeah.
like, he literally held forward on the grey stick and pressed A.
Or alternate secret route, do a running shine if you think they're gonna land dash back.
Or JC shine there. Ooh.
No, just do a running shine.
Oh, that was bad edge guard.
Fuck, I'm gonna grind after this.
You should shark
On my
below Marth, by
Nintendo
the
Wii.
way, instead of trying to attack him horizontally.
Yeah.
Like it's when he's in the air, just stay under him. Like you can
Okay.
heat seeking missile him.
So in that situation, you had corner pressure on Marth, but you like full hop Ned to the platform. Like, what was your thought process for that decision? I'm just gonna. Hold on, I went too far back. Here, no, not yet.
Okay.
All right, like right. Yeah, I guess he may have been on the platform.
It's probably just
Oh,
a missed short hop, honestly.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Yeah. When Marth is falling, 98% of Marth mains want to do an attack all the time. So just remember, it's another situation where you just act second and get rewarded.
Okay.
Basically, you just want to put him at a disadvantage and then watch him do something.
Ugh. Yeah, like you just ran to the corner. Like you actually went off stage, uninvincible there.
Yeah, that's actually such a bad habit that I have. Just running off, shine turn around.
Why? How do you even get that habit?
I don't know.
You kind of getting fucked up.
That shield drop up air from Sock was so good.
That's that. He's here.
He's on the call. He's listening.
Well, there's been a lot of bad stuff.
Jeez.
Oh, see there, like you wave dash down, and it
That was a
worked,
good
even though you only
situation, to
waited
be
like
fair.
1 second.
Like look where you're dying. Like actually take a peek. Like you're just dying because you just attacked him in the corner with a nair. Like you're just hitting him in the corner.
That grab was
The
nice.
extent of your patience so far as well, before trying to hit him, is wave dash down, dash back once, and then charge at him full speed.
Hey
That's
man,
that's the max.
anything else is lame, you know.
That's pretty.
That's true.
That's just
That's
the
a lot
life of
slower
a
than what I
Cochino
usually
player,
do.
sure, but
What was that, Maya?
It's a lot
Alright.
slower than what I usually do. Usually it's just a run without anything else.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a minute to
Just-
think about why that's not good.
Just wave dash down and spam grab. Oh, see, look, the grab, big potential rewards from that grab.
And then you
Yep.
fed though. Oh. Yeah, he just stop bombing nairs.
That was it, Josh. That was a down tilt that I was like, I was impressed with Sock got from the full up down air.
I hate you, Nick.
You just
Just
got
like-
game sense.
It's like, oh shit.
Okay, crouching by the ledge is good though. I like that. Okay.
I like that attempt.
Yeah,
The
you
way
had center
played
stage
that,
there.
I want to say that the way you played that, it looks like you were like trying to mix up the timing. But the way that the games have thus far gone, it hasn't been as much about timing as it has been about like you hitting a certain spacing in his dash dance. And while you did the kind of weaving dash dance forward towards him, he still could basically just dash dance back and forth and like be in no danger of you hitting him.
Yeah, it's like you're only really baiting an approach there, and he hasn't approached once, right?
Well, you could be baiting a swing depending on who you're playing. Like if it was Deca,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Getting
Like,
a hit off that.
yeah, that's what I mean by an approach, like a commitment.
Well, watch the sequence again because
Yeah,
you kind of do make him. Yeah,
Deckard definitely short hops forward with a forward air there.
unfortunate. Also going to the ledge and missing that. I feel like I didn't see you go to the ledge often at all throughout these games, and then also every time you were on the ledge, there was like a very high chance you would miss ledge there.
Yeah.
That's just obvious, stuff to work on. Also, a lot of the time when you get shines, not in this situation specifically, you'll do like a shine wave dash down, and you're not going to ever get any follow up on Marth after wave dashing down after a shine. You need to like recognize which side of Marth you're on, and then wave shine that way.
Oops, sorry.
That was extremely lucky, but
That's nuts. That's actually sick.
Box privilege.
Okay, if that was a drill, you would have just either had a grab or a shine.
Yeah.
One thing to be aware of is Fox's double jump to the ledge. You can sweet spot against anything Marth does.
Okay.
So I have like a lot of the times earlier in the set, your recoveries have kind of like you put yourself in a spot where you had to up B in a really bad spot when you could have just done like a jump like sweet spot to the ledge. And like a few times you got just jabbed out of your double jump.
Yeah, do I have permissions to go back in this video? Can we go back like 10, 15 seconds? I think it's a situation coming up. This like running to the ledge when you have him at the ledge and going for a shine, it literally never hits. That's never hit in the history of Melee.
Yeah, that's the shit habit that I have. I'm just going
Yeah.
off praying for that shine.
Yeah, just
That's never hit the history of Melee.
I used to do that sometimes too, but I think I've had it hit like maybe 3 times in my life.
Leffen does a option where he'll run off and jump back with a back air.
Yeah, that's better because it
And
catches
that
the
covers
zone
more.
vulnerability.
Yeah, that covers more time and more space. It's
And like,
still
what's
risky.
he gonna do? Because he's like has his back to you at that point. Like, what hitbox can he really put out? Like, he can maybe like reverse forward air you if he jumps back off the ledge and starts it at the exact perfect moment. Like, once you've gone behind Marth, what can he really do
Bang.
at the
There
ledge?
was the Mang. I like the Mang. Be aware when you get counted to try and smash the eye up. It means you have the option of side being.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Oh,
Yep.
right, because...
So,
So like right there,
here, you
like
put a
you
side
can
B.
side beat that.
Yeah, right, okay.
Doesn't mean you should side B. Up being is still good, but always get the DI so that the Marth has to stay on stage or grab ledge and be wary of your side B.
Yeah.
Because if you don't DI up, they can just instantly run down and forward air you up B.
Yeah. SD told me about that actually.
We should probably get a wrap up done soon.
Oh shit. Well, this was a
We got a
shamble.
bit more to watch. Yeah. I think we can bring like 10 good points. Like I think we just need to establish some rules to go forward with because the rules like good habits will help more than what's currently in place, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Like
I think
even if the
stopping
habits aren't
bad
like
habits and just like really thinking about what a good replacement habit would be. Like a big thing I haven't
Yeah.
seen from you is a single detail. You haven't detailed at all.
yeah,
Yeah.
detail
actually
is hard to
up-tilt
get
for that matter.
started using.
Also, a game plan.
Yep.
Like, I don't have a game plan ever.
That's
Okay.
kind of what comes with like changing the habits though. Like you change habits around things that are conducive of like
We can't write on a piece of
next
paper
step.
what the game plan is. Do you know what I mean? That comes from
I have some pointers for like a broad game plan though.
Did you have
Let's
the
just watch this
the
clip out and then we'll
template,
get
by the
onto
way?
that.
What was that, Josh?
The template, Nick, that I sent you?
Somewhere.
Okay, I'll probably use the template because it's easier for me. Yeah, but you continue, Nick.
Broadly, game plan wise, I'm gonna pause the video. There are things that are just storing you in neutral, and they are him doing an instant aerial when you choose to dash in, and him doing a dash back and you whiffing in front of him. And those are like pretty easy problems to solve. Do you know what options beat those things?
The dash back.
Yep.
Bait him, overshoot,
So when you say overshoot, what are you doing?
overshoot net, or run up shot.
Where are you aiming?
At the back of his dash, like, yeah, the back max range of his dash back.
Right. So that's like one thing that's like really easy to kind of crystallize in your mind is like when you know, oh, I'm off my dash back here, I have several options. There's overshot nair, there's run up shine nair, there's run up down tilt, there's run up fade back drill, which is baiting him to grab. And like all of those options should be in your head when you see like the situation keep reoccurring where you're getting punished for this one thing. The other thing that's been destroying you in neutral is like his walling aerials just hitting you. That's like purely something that can be solved with a timing mix-up. Like there are options.
Or just
that
wave
straight up-
dash down.
That's a timing mix-up.
You think so?
Yeah, you run forward,
that's more
you
like a
dash back,
space
or you wave dash
mix-up.
down.
Because you're like in a place that he doesn't expect you to be. Maybe time and space are the same thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I think they are.
Anyway, yeah, that's one which mixes up him throwing out an aerial he thinks is going to be at least safe. If not
Another
good.
element of game plan is percent awareness. All right, on your side and on his side. When he's at a low percent, you don't know which moves are safe to do on hit. Not now. You need to be fishing for like making him whiff and getting a grab, running up, shine, overshooting.
I'm
Really?
actually going to start writing this down. So we have the template here for you.
Let's outline like the best move to hit from 0 to 30, and then 30 to 60, and then 60 to 90. Like what? Let's say those are the 3 like core percentage ranges. What is like the best thing to hit at all of those times?
Would it be down air, yeah? Or grab?
No, like it's different at each of those times.
Oh, well, at low percent, I mean down air or grab.
Yeah.
no, grab and shine are all
Well,
really
shine,
good.
yeah.
Shine, yeah.
Down air's gonna be pretty hard to hit him with if he's good at the game.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult. I have this template here, so we'll go over it. The three of us will go over it. So the first subheading is the good stuff. So what we thought you were doing well. I think you're pretty clean. Like I'm not gonna. I think you're pretty technical.
You're
pretty-
fast and you're also good off of a grab when you do get a grab.
Yeah, you definitely got good off of grab a majority of the time. That's my two personal takeaways from that. Like I think you're pretty good at
Definitely
just,
have the
like-
ability to start doing these mix-ups. Like,
Yeah, definitely. So you've got you've fleshed the character out. Like you've fleshed him out. Like as in like you feel comfortable using him.
Yeah.
So you've got the bones for it.
Has the bones.
What I mean, it's just like the skeleton for it. The
Yeah,
skeleton.
that's what I mean. I agree with you.
Apart from.
Hey, thanks,
mustache
man.
shine
So
and
things to
shield.
work on. What do you think? So we've talked about what you need to work on in neutral.
Yeah.
I think the big thing is having a solid game plan, obviously.
Yep.
And understanding which moves to hit. For punish, which is the next subheading, I think that's punish right now is fine-ish. I think you need to be more confident of converting off shines though,
Yeah.
and just not naring as much.
But punish also like being able
We
to
didn't
react.
see
off
too many
the hit
punish
airborne
opportunities.
and off.
Yeah,
There were some, but a few of them you kind of just got to nair shine.
I think holding advantage state would be a good one for punish, like because you kind of just jumped horizontal to Marth. Holding advantage, not
Yeah, like when Marth's above you, that kind of
Yeah.
thing.
instead of side by side. Obviously, hit harder. Everyone needs to do that. Just like selecting options, which will allow you to either be in advantage or continue conversion.
All right, ledge game. So this is one of the main things I thought about before we started, was your recoveries and your ledge dashes, and how they kind of your lack of confidence in your ledge dashes feeds into the way you recover very predictably.
Yeah.
You like don't really go for the ledge, and when you do end up on the ledge, your like ledge dash success rate is very low.
Yeah.
It means Sock is like very comfortable just hanging around the ledge and like challenging everything you do. And he also only has to cover certain options because he knows you're probably not going to go to the ledge. Also, like understanding how you can recover without burning all of your resources. You use double jump like very badly a lot of the time. Like you would get hit and you would just instantly double jump forwards. And a lot of the time it wasn't like, you know, a sweet spot double jump. It was just like you'll double jump anywhere as soon as possible and just up B wherever as soon as possible. That's kind of like a thing you'll pick up over time with feel. Being more confident off the ledge will make you more confident to go to the ledge. So just say work on your ledge dashes a lot.
Yeah, I've got that all noted there. And now we've got to the last two. What are your goals? What was your intention of coming to this session other than improving? What do you think you've taken away, and what do you think you should be working on after this?
Taken away. Actually think properly and don't spam nair. Probably the nair part is probably the biggest part, I'd say.
Okay. So use less
choosing
nair.
the right move at the right percent.
Okay, that's good. So
That's a good one.
choosing the correct move for the correct situation. I would say another one of the goals for this, I think you should really look into not looking at top level melee. I think you should look at around mid level, like so Spud and below. I wouldn't say Spud's mid level, obviously, but like anyone but like below Spud and how they
Spud's
play.
pretty much an ultra top level player at this point.
Yeah, but like watching like Spud versus Prof and see what they do to kind of like get comfortable against Marth, or even watch like Arc or like just like Reeve.
Which Sora.
Yeah, watch Sora's Marth. He's a little nice.
Yeah, watch
I really
watch Sora versus Deckard, man.
Yeah, definitely watch that.
That's some
So-
stuff where it's like you just see how to beat a lot of some options.
Okay, and so now we have to give you a training regime.
Right.
Which I'm actually kind of interested what you guys think he should be working on. I think practicing
Definitely
ledge
ledge
dashes is
dashes.
pretty clear. Ledge
Yeah.
dashes. From recoveries though. So not just like grabbing the ledge and ledge dashing. From grabbing the ledge via Firefox or side B. I think that's really important. I think you should also add in just getting
I would-
comfortable. Sorry?
I would honestly say practicing movement is like the most key thing, and like understanding movement.
Agree.
And those things kind of, if you can just like, this isn't what you should necessarily do, but it's what I do sometimes. Is I'll have a character just shielding on the stage in front of me, and I'll use my movement, and I'll think about like what I'm saying to that character with my movement.
Right.
And it's kind of like a bit of a nebulous concept, I guess. But when you use your dash forward, think, what am I making the Marth do with this? That's just like not necessarily for your practice time, but for your like thinking about the game time. You need to really understand like how is the Marth going to react to my dash forward, and that'll really help you like bait the Marth into doing a bad dash back or doing a bad swing.
Yeah, it's pretty important. So practice and understanding movement. And honestly, just getting comfortable with your hits. Just getting comfortable confirming hits. So not just your drill shine, like your drill shine, like wavelands, like shining, like hitting like weird drills. So like be dash dancing, then hitting drills. So like make sure like you can like react to getting the hit on the fly, especially shines. And I don't really think we should overload you, so I honestly think those are the big things. These are pretty basic things, but this is like your first sesh, so you'll probably see pretty like being a beginner and being able to like you'll see some pretty quick like jumps in this. Like it'll be very very noticeable like the strides you make with this.
Right.
Look,
You
other
should
than that,
spend some of your training time watching Melee. It's like the most
Yes.
important thing, in my opinion, and seeing why they get hits.
Yeah.
Like, look at how a fox will hit a Marth, and like what led up to that. Like, what made the Marth swing, or what made the Marth dash back in the game state, and how the fox capitalized on that, and vice versa.
okay, I'm DMing you the document for this.
I'm happy to like talk to Maya a bit longer afterwards and just like flesh out some ideas.
That's
I
fine.
know we're running short on time.
That's fine. Look, that's completely up to you. But I think we've kind of gone over pretty much the big basic things. But do you have anything else you'd like to add? Or
Is this really all for like the training stuff? I literally
Sorry?
have. Is this all for like the training sort of stuff? Because I literally have so much time. I'm not even joking. I got
really?
so
I mean-
much time freed up lately.
okay, I mean, well, it just depends. Like, you haven't really done anything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, none of this is.
This is so much. Like,
Yeah, this is
if
a
you
lot.
change
man.
all of these things, you'd be like placing top 4, sort of 3 to 5 at locals.
Yeah.
I'm down to talk afterwards as well about things that, like concrete movements you can practice.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
If we come
like,
back in
that's what
2
you're-
weeks with new VODs, I think that would be.
We can't talk to you for like endlessly on the same thing because it's just going to be looping. Like you're not going to like instantly flesh out these problems. Like,
Yeah,
it's
we're just going to repeat the same thing a lot.
Yeah, because new problems are going to arise, but like we can't even see them yet because you haven't given yourself an opportunity to play them. Do you know what I mean?
If I can
Um,
manage to scam myself into Smash Bros or something.
Oh, don't do that. you definitely get Loggy in trouble. No, I mean, like you can like play netplay. Like netplay's gonna be fine to like review it.
Yeah.
I did promise you we would start at 8, so I should probably get on that one. But I'm pretty sure netplay's pretty fine. Like if you're just playing and trying, like at this level, it's fine. I reckon.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, to just like record, trying to improve.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna boot up Huey's VOD in the meantime. We should
Alright.
probably get onto that one. Yeah. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Like Nick said, he's more than happy to talk about. Did you want to talk about anything else? Like you have to be clear on this one.
Yeah. I guess there's some stuff. That
Sure.
could
Did you?
Just hit me up, dude.
Yeah. Sure.
I got you. It's all right.
Probably not now because I'll like record the next.
Oh,
sesh.
okay. No, that's fine.
Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah, okay,
Yep.
no, that's fine too.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Look, other than that, yeah, I'll probably start the sesh with Huey. But thanks again, man. I'm glad you could jump in. I hope this was helpful.
Yeah.
Net play is not fine. Do not net play, says Sock. He's smarter than he may seem.
All right, no worries. I'm gonna unmute Huey. All right. Thanks again, man.
All right. See ya.
What
Thanks,
up,
man.
gamers?
Good to meet you, man. Hey, Huey.
Hello.
Oh fuck me! Here we go.
This is